Tracking the UDFAs for the Miami Dolphins, starting with Jaquan Burton, wide receiver at FAU, who's an excellent wide receiver out of FAU, has the speed but has problems with catching the ball and a non-factor in the run game. Jordan Colbert, safety out of Rhode Island, he is an explosive tackler at Rhode Island. However, he is not a ball hog player when you need him the most to make plays. Thorn Duck, cornerback out of Louisville, who's a strong tackler in the game there. He could be reckless there, but Miami convinced him to come here. How much you may say? $50,500 grand guaranteed. Kevin Hartson, quarterback at UTEP, who has a phenomenal career at UTEP. Although he struggled with completion and accuracy, will put him in a little bit more competition in the quarterback room. Isaiah Johnson, quarterback out of Syracuse, who is a powerful tackler in his time at Syracuse. However, his lack of speed gives an advantage for opposing opponents against him. Matthew Jones, a guard out of Ohio State. He has a great anchor at the position at the guard or center. He's great in the passing game and is a bull rider on the run. However, he does struggle in the run game, especially in the second level. Bayron Matos, the tackle out of South Florida, who has little experience in football, in defense and special teams, but at tackle, he has never played a down offense, normally known for playing basketball. Grayson Murphy, the edge rusher out of UCLA, has a great showing as an edge rusher at UCLA. However, he's mostly good for third downs. He's not great against the run, and he'll most likely get it on the team as a 53-man roster on special teams or as a backup. Leonard Payne Jr., defensive tackle out of Colorado, who only had one forced fumble and 3 sacks. Mark Perry, safety out of TCU, is a high energy and great strength in tackle, who could be careless at times, plus choppy footwork would not be great in the NFL. Rusi, the tight end out of Wisconsin, who's mostly known as a blocker in his time in Wisconsin, was then forced to be a receiver, only getting 11 catches, 129 receiving yards. And moving on to the players that got invited to the Miami Dolphins training camp. Bentley, the defensive tackle of Pittsburgh, who spent his time 6 seasons with Pittsburgh, starting 15 games and played 72 games, 78 tackles, and 3.5 sacks. Gio Captain Aruco, linebacker on Memphis. He has played all 13 games last season, combining 79 tackles, 4.5 lost, and 1 sack. Samson Evans, running back out of Eastern Michigan, who has a solid career for them. 2,319 rushing yards, 41 touchdowns in 40 games. Mario Kendricks, defensive tackle out of Virginia Tech, who's had 17 tackles of loss and 7 sacks. And Sammy, defensive tackle out of Michigan State, who had 15 tackles, a half sack, while in Colorado he had 83 tackles and 2 sacks. Noah Tumlin, the cornerback out of San Diego State, produced 3 interceptions and 14 tackles. Riley Ashmore, tackle out of Vanderbilt, who was a team captain that played tackle for 3 seasons and at guard for 1. Lastly, will be Aaron Frost, guard out of Arizona State, who spent his time at Nevada playing tackle and guard. Once transferred to Arizona State, played left and right guard. And those are your 2024 UDFAs for the Miami Dolphins.